Dawson's Creek star James Van Der Beek has died from colon cancer at the age of 48. He announced the stage 3 diagnosis in November of 2024 and became a vocal advocate for early cancer screening, urging more young people to get tested. Colon cancer is killing more young people in the U.S. than any other cancer. So why are so many young people dying from it and getting it in the first place? Joining me now is former City MD Medical Director, Dr. Janette Nesheiwat. Great to see you. And NewsNation entertainment reporter, Paula Froelich. So Dr. Nesheiwat, I think this is something that a lot of young people are maybe not thinking enough about, but we keep hearing these stories of very young, relatively healthy people dying from colon cancer. Is there a trend here?
Hey, Katie. Yes, unfortunately there is. And every year in this country, more than 150,000 Americans are diagnosed with colorectal cancer, and a third of them, unfortunately, lose their lives. And there's not one specific cause of why this is happening. It's multifactorial. For example, 15 to 30% of patients diagnosed with colorectal cancer may have a genetic predisposition, may have inherited it. It is highly associated with obesity because that results in chronic inflammation in the body, diabetes, as well as associated with colon cancer, in addition to environmental factors and your gut microbiome, the bacteria, the healthy bacteria, the bad bacteria that's in your stomach, in your system. So all of these play a role in who develops it. You can live a completely healthy lifestyle, which definitely helps you lower your risk, but doesn't make you immune to acquiring, unfortunately, this type of cancer.
Unfortunately not. Paula, following his diagnosis, James became a very vocal advocate for early cancer screenings. What can you tell us about the way he talked about this diagnosis and how he was trying to help others?
Well, he was very vocal about it. He was on Instagram. He would show up at benefits and events. And, I think he was just absolutely shocked when this happened. So was his family. He has a lovely wife and 6 children between the ages of 4 and 15. And it's there, everyone is taken aback. And not only did he talk about it, but his cast members of Dawson's Creek also held benefits for him and for the cause.
Doctor, what can people do, young people in particular, to protect themselves from having a stage 3 diagnosis?
Yeah, that's a good question, especially because of the fact that many of the ways that we can control it, we have the power to do so. For example, avoiding smoking, avoiding alcohol, making sure you're getting enough fiber, 25 to 35 grams a day. If you're at least 8 years of age and older, then you may qualify for a colonoscopy screening test. Or there are other types of screening tests like Cologuard or the FIT test, for example. And also making sure you're not sedentary and listen to your body. If you have any symptoms, like, for example, a change in bowel habits, blood in your stool, unintentional weight loss, nausea, talk to your doctor to get tested so that you can get some early intervention, because that could potentially save your life and mean a better prognosis.
Yeah, paying attention to your body and getting checked out. Dr. Janette Nesheiwat, Paula Froelich, thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.